Hello and welcome to Mickey Art. My name's Michelle Edhouse and today I'm going to take the plunge and do my sign. If you've been following my channel, you'll know that I am a change facilitator using the Access Consciousness tools, and my company's name is Access You, and my logo is a Koru. And for those of you that don't know what a koru is, it's like a spiral, like when you see a fern growing and it very first is unfurling its stem. It's nice and tightly, yeah, like a spiral. Anyway, so I've got a whole heap of colours mixed up. I've got light green from Reeves, I've got deep yellow from Reeves, and I've got raw umber from Reeves, and then I've mixed the green and the raw umber together and made a dark green. I've mixed the yellow and the raw umber together and made a khaki yellow green. I still have some of my Payne's grey and yellow ochre grey, and now I'm looking at it, I'm not so sure I'm actually going to use that one. So I may not use those. And I've got white, and that is the Reeves as well. So I'm using just straight Reeves. Why? Because it's really easily accessible in my hometown of Rotorua. So as you can see, I've got two empty cups here. They are being bent for pouring, and they are sitting up on a pen so that I can keep the colour close up. Now when you see a picture of a koru and the light's catching it, you kind of got this, the underside is dark from the shadow, and the top side where the sunlight's catching it is lighter, and so that's kind of what I'm hoping to achieve with this. I'm going to put the darker colours in and do a pour, and then the lighter colours I'm going to come back in and do another pour over the top as that three-dimensional. Now I know the I think they've all got dimethicone in them, silicone. I'm using the Durex Play Perfect Glide. So I definitely need some white in the light one for that top glint, and then I want some yellow. It's probably a bit too bright a yellow, but that's okay. And some green. Not too much of the green, because you know it's how's it get any better than that? I have gesso'd this. This is just a piece of plywood, quite rough plywood, old plywood that I found in my husband's yard. And hey, you know, that's cool. So in this one I'm gonna have the yellow and brown and the green and brown. I think there's less brown in the green brown than there is in the yellow brown. And then Alright. So we have those 2 tins set up. You don't need a lot when you're pouring like this, just because you've already got a bit of white, which I'm about to do in a minute. And I'll probably time lapse that because that's boring and everyone complains and moans about it. Just covering up my paint so they don't dry out because it's getting warm here. Okay. So my white is the spring acrylic house paint from Bunnings. So I mix this with Floetrol and water and till it's quite runny. Like it, I don't know if you can see, but when it runs into the pot, you can't see any lines. It's not sitting in any density at all, and that's my target, because when you pour it onto there, you want it to just flow around. Now, as you can see, you can actually still see the wood grain under this, and that's totally cool. I like that, and that's actually the look I'm going for this sign. So it doesn't bother me at all. If it did, I would have sanded and primed and sanded and primed and, you know, got really anal about it, but it doesn't bother me. I'm quite happy, you see. But you do need to make sure that all of it's covered before you start the next step. Otherwise you'll be twittering around forever and a day afterwards. Okay, so now my what's it called? My logo. What's that little sticky bit? My logo is it comes across and scoots around, and then Access U is above the bit that goes across. So I'm gonna try, and I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, I don't know. It's a hair or a piece of the wood or something. Oh, it's wood grain. That's what it is. Tell myself when I look at my sign, it's wood grain. It's okay. So if you go to Access U TV on YouTube, you will see what I'm talking about what I'm trying to create with this. Now, let's see. Can I do it? I'm not sure if I'm gonna love it or not. Let's go another round with our dark colours. Right. Okay, so if you saw my other video, I didn't do any tilting, because when you've got a spiral like this, it's kind of like, you can't really get it to tilt very easily. So what I did And what I'm going to repeat this time is I used my straw, my handy straw. Oh, it's bleeding already. I might need to straw it. Yeah, it's rather thick though, so let's see what we can do. I think I like it, but it's just not green enough. Okay. I'm going to put some more green in the light cup and go back over it and see what I can do, what I can create with that. Why putting it into the light cup and not just using the straight green? Because it needs that. Alright, I'm already got green there, so let's just... And again. And one more time. One more time. Nope. It's not enough. Alright, let's draw it again. Let's see what that creates. Oh, where did it go? I'm liking it more. Yep. Now, if you've ever seen a New Zealand panga fern, and you can Google that, New Zealand panga fern, or black panga, they're kind of hairy, so I quite like this little jitteriness around the edges. All my decisions, judgments, conclusions, and computations about what this should look like, that it's not, I just try and uncreate those. That's the access consciousness clearing statement stuff that I do. Because, you know, when you have points of view, when you have expectations and projections about what something should look like, and it doesn't do it, you can get yourself all tied up in wonky knots. And this isn't doing what I wanted it to do. It doesn't look exactly like the photo. Have you ever had that feeling? It looks cool. I like it. This is fascinating. This little bit here is doing it, nothing else is. It's weird. It's starting to go around the edges there. Okay, so we've got some cell action happening in here. Just little bits and pieces, a little bit of lacing here and there. It's pretty. it's not finished. So I'm just wondering what's required. What else is required here? Just putting a bit of shading in. There we go. It's got some bit more stuff. This is going walkabouts. I actually don't like it though. This is the problem. Why are you going walkabouts? Where are you going? Where are you going? Come back. That doesn't work for me. You're not supposed to be doing that. Is it such a good idea? I'm not so sure, I fear. Right, now let's put some more white in there. So this is a trick that I learn't from in Osborne. If you don't like it, scrape it off and add more white. Oh, how does it get any better than that? This is one of the things I absolutely love about this community. You guys are willing to share what you know. I'm willing to share what I know. And we can all just like take the bits that we desire and require. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Access Consciousness team, in that, you know, there's so many different tools available and so many different ways that you can use the Access tools in different parts of your life. That you can just like, hey, that's a cool tool, I wonder if that'll work on money. Hey, that's a cool tool, I wonder if that'll work on my parenting. That's a cool tool, I wonder if that'll assist me to have more allowance with my husband. When somebody's talking about how they got their computer to go or whatever. So I'm super grateful that I have two groups of people in my life that are so willing to share what they are aware of. And now this is just a bubble popping exercise. I am really not hoping for, oh, that's a lie. I want to see if it sells. No, I'm not going to see if it sells because I like it as it is, and too many cells would like go wonky bonkies. What's this happening over here? Alright, well, I like it. It's not at all what I expected, but because I destroyed and uncreated all my expectations and projections, that's all good. Not a problem at all. So, I'm going to leave this like this, and I get to hang this outside my door. How does it get any better than that? What else is possible now? What else could I create? What else would be fun? So, for those of you that have kind of got a little bit of a, what's that stuff she's talking about? I am going to be doing a Unleashing Your Creativity free series once my YouTube channel hits 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and there'll be a link up in the top corner somewhere or in the description, wherever, to sign up to be on the notifications of when that happens. And I'll be teaching you the Access Consciousness tools that I use and have used to unleash my creativity. And hey, maybe they can contribute to you. It'll be an hour long. It'll be live streamed on my channel. And if you are interested, I'd love to have you join me. And how does it get any better than this? So once it's hanging up outside my clinic, I will I'll pop a photo on my Facebook page. So like my Facebook page, facebook.com/MCEART1, Mickey Art 1. And what magic can we create? What magic can you create? And what else is possible now? Thanks guys, have fun, and I'll catch you in another video. Cheers!